Welcome, friends, to our next Bhagavad Gita lesson. Let's start with our slow, deep breath. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti. This is episode number 190, entitled, Is Life Worth Living Without Netflix or My Cell Phone? And we'll spend one more week on the 21st verse of the 4th chapter, which I'll read to you. Without the hope that happiness will come sometime in the future, with the restless mind and grasping ego subdued, free from the feeling that they own their possessions, though their bodies are performing actions, they remain untainted. Last week we looked at the word nirasya, to live without hope. And we talked about how letting go of hope can help keep our mind and actions in the now. I mentioned, though, that with certain qualifiers, hope was not a problem. And the same goes for possessions. They're not necessarily any problem. Sri Krishna uses the term tyakta sarva parigraha, having abandoned all possessions. I translate it as free from the feeling that they own their possessions. Krishna is not asking us to walk the earth as a penniless vagabond. The things that are in our possessions are not the problem. The problem comes from how we're possessing them. It's the attitude that needs to be abandoned, not the things. Ultimately, it's the possessor, the part of us that thinks that it can own things, that we should let go of. My guru, Swami Satchidananda, used to say that a king could have unimaginable wealth and not be attached to it, while a monk could own nothing but his begging bowl, but don't even think of touching it. The illusion of possessiveness becomes even more of a problem when we treat people as things that we think we can own and possess. Though we may not want to dwell on it, the awareness of death is a good antidote to the false sense of ownership. When we popped out of our mama's womb, we came empty-handed. We're not going to be able to take anything with us when our number's up. We don't even own our bodies, to say nothing of someone else's body. Between birth and death, people and things are placed in our care. Krishna wants us to be clear that we don't possess them, and we should be on the lookout for getting possessed by our possessions. For our reflection, is there anything or anyone in our life that we would have a hard time living without? We can consider that as a flashing yellow warning light. As we take a closer look at our relationship toward that, we can learn something about ourselves and this false possessor. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.